I've been steampunked.
Oh, right in the wallet. Yeah, and the checkpoints in that game are like the checkpoints on Mechagami are basically. Wow, just now you're up there. Sure. That was close. I really want to drop a box there. That's what I want to do. Like to drop a box there, and I was not paying close enough attention. Oh, yeah, I can do. Sure, let's do that. Oh, I could have just gone back in time. Okay.
Yeah, I wish
This
that...
is not how physics work in real life.
I wish that there were more games that played with a time mechanic, because I think that there's a lot of stuff that's just that hasn't been done yet.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of different angles.
Yeah.
To look at the time travel mechanic.
Yeah, I really want at some point to do sequels of this with like a branching reality storyline. Like you could create a dystopian future and whatever. Like I really want to do that. Just jump once with that box. Come on, guy.
No one's gonna jump it.
Wait,
there we go.
Did you jump?
Nope.
Well, he did, but it reversed time on it. Oh my gosh. It really is easier if you're paying attention and not talking. I
imagine.
This is like my second or third time doing it, like because I did Let's Plays for my own games. So I did notice that, like, people yell at LPers all the time for being terrible.
Oh yeah.
At video games. It's hard when you're trying to talk.
No, I agree with that for sure. But I even just like today had that.
Damn it. Clearly need a...
Someone had posted something. I'm like, no, you're obviously supposed to go to the door that you keep glossing over. Just go to the door. You keep glossing over the door. The door is right there.
Yeah. And you'd think it'd be easier if you got somebody else who can do the talking, but...
Yeah, no, it's... Yeah.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to jump. I'm going to boost up a future self. Right? And... I'll let this guy do his thing. This is a factory that makes crates for video games. That's the story canon here.
Considering the color scheme of those crates, I would recommend as a name for this company, Cautionary Crates.
Cautionary Crates, okay.
Yeah. Just because I'm a fan of alliteration.
See, what did I name? I named, like, I did a comic where I named, like, the creator of Chrontron in the website, and the Time Machine. I can't remember what I called him. Professor Flux, right? Because that's the flux capacitor is named after him and not after a famous movie.
Sure.
The flux capacitor is like the last circuit you have to get at the end. Professor Flux invented time travel so he could cheat at gambling. That's canon.
So he's not a particularly noble hero. Though I guess cheating at gambling could be in some way considered a noble.
Well, yeah, I mean he spent a lot of money inventing time machines and a sentient robot. Possibly robots. It's like it's the opposite of Terminator rules. But you have to be a robot to travel through time.
Yeah.
Humans won't survive it. But if it's the opposite of Terminator rules, then clearly that right key is sticking.
Is it?
It's joy to key.
Oh, joy to key.
I'm just gonna. Did it?
Yay!
Did it? Yeah. So if it's the opposite of Terminator rules, it's you could be inside a robot, piloting a robot. You could bypass that, right? I don't want to play this level. Oh my god, this level is like, it's literally inspired by arcade cranes.
Oh God. Well, in that case, let's end it here.
Okay.
Are there any words of advice that you would give someone looking to get into indie game dev or?
Just make a video game.
Yeah,
And your first one doesn't have to be good, but the tools out there, like Unity, is actually super easy to use. If you want, I could give a bunch of tools for how to make Flash games for free. Chronotron's was made using actual Flash, like spent money on the license for it.
sure.
But and it's Flash 7. It was like Macromedia Flash before it did.
Yeah.
Mechagami is made using Flixel and Flixel Power Tools. The Flex SDK, which is Flash released their SDK for free. The programming environment is Flash Develop, which is free and way better for programming than Flash.
Sure.
Like if you use the actual Flash, like trying to write code in that, it doesn't do half of like the typing prediction and stuff, like the variable prediction, all that stuff that you get from Flash Develop. Flash Develop's amazing. And then just using free art software, and SFXR is amazing for old school sound effects and stuff. So
right on.
But yeah, Unity is awesome. And Unreal's their new deal for dev seems pretty cool too.
Yeah. I heard about that. They made their engine free or something, or they did something.
Yeah, your
recently
engine.
that
The
was
engine
really
is
big.
free, but if you make money off of it, you have to like give them some rev share.
Okay. Yeah,
So
that seems fair.
that's a good deal.
Yeah.
That's a great deal. Like considering how much time you would waste trying to build your own engine, don't build your own engine, kids. Look, I made this game with its own engine. It's super buggy. Like the thing is that other engines are buggy, but people have figured out those bugs and complained about them on forums.
Yeah.
And you can find out what they're saying and how to fix it. And
Yeah, I know from a web development perspective, I used to be very much a purist. Where it's like, it's hand-coded by me or it's not at all.
right.
Like any of my stuff, I'm not going to use anyone else's code. I'm just going to... And which I think
Click on one of those bonus levels.
is an important thing, for an important stage for a dev to go through. Because to understand those challenges and stuff like that, then you get to really, really appreciate how difficult it is and how nice it is that these engines exist or these libraries exist for all of these very, very common tasks that you're going to have to encounter. Like someone's already perfected it. If there's something that you need to do development wise, someone has already worked out all the bugs and created a library or created an engine that you can use. And don't feel bad for using that.
That's why it's there. Yeah, well, they get to my rant on software patents, too. What if the creator of Quicksort or Merge Sort or whatever, the sorting algorithms you learn your first year in computer science, what if they decided to patent those?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be wonderful? These are the... if you play
crushing walls.
Level 2, that's the one. The crushing walls. So as soon as I land on this button, the walls start coming in. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Good thing I have a time machine.
Good thing you have a time machine positioned directly in the center.
It's one of those smart time machines that knows what's up. The canon reason that I never got to explain of why the time machine goes out of control is that it hits a DeLorean going backwards in time. And if two objects traveling through time collide with each other, they launch each other the opposite direction in time.
Huh.
That's just physics.
No, I mean, clearly. So where can we find all of your stuff?
Scarybuggames.com.
Okay.
I have a tiny game called Twitstorm, which nobody really plays, but it's it's integrated with Twitter. You log in with your Twitter handle and you your friends, the people you're following, their tweets are like little things you can collect for score, and when you do it, you'll see their tweet, and then random tweets from the public timeline are enemies you want to avoid.
Nice.
There's like score multipliers and fail whales are part of the mechanic, and the little birds are part of the mechanics and stuff. So
awesome.
it's a cute little game.
Well, thank you for joining me and talking with me and giving us a little bit of insight into indie development and these really cool games. Mechagami we can look forward to in some time
in the future.
Yep. in the Gabe Newell future.
I am not that far in the future. Gabe Newell's not contractually obligated to finish any of those games. I am. I did a Kickstarter and received money for it. I have to finish the game, so I will. It will happen.
So you said scarybuggames.com?
Scarybuggames.com. Yep.
So go to scarybuggames.com. I'll put the link in the description.
And updates on the game, like new art or whatever I'm posting, that happens on my Facebook, the Scarybug Games Facebook page.
All right.
So
awesome. Do you have a Twitter account?
I have 2 of them, but I don't use Twitter anymore because of Gamergate. Fucking toxic. Chronotron is my dev Twitter.
Okay. All right. So follow Chronotron and Trigger for no updates whatsoever.
But once Gamergate finally ends, and
I have a feeling that
misogyny,
it's not ever.
Once misogyny's dead, then I'll be back on Twitter.
So you'll see updates. Actually, once you start seeing updates on Twitter, you can breathe freely in relief of the fact that misogyny is dead.
Yeah, that'll be good. I look forward to that day.
Yeah.
Look forward to that day.
Unfortunately, I have a feeling that it's going to be a while.
People will finally realize that Anita Sarkeesian giving criticism is not the same thing as censorship.
Yeah. Agreed, but that's a whole... I mean, we could fill an entire another couple hours talking about...
The thing about talking about it, though, is that everything that you would say, you'd think you wouldn't need to say, but apparently you do.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I agree. And actually, maybe that would be a good conversation to have on a separate time.
Maybe we could bring in a female game developer to talk to too.
I think that would be a really good thing to do.
Yeah, sure. I'm in for that. I'm anything that either stops Gamergate from existing anymore, or I guess riles them up. I don't know. Is that the thing? I feel like talking about it makes it worse because then they get riled up.
Well,
right?
I think that we shouldn't talk about it under the title of Gamergate. I think we should just talk about it under, the pretense of, females in gaming, females in game development, just in general. I mean, I don't like lending any amount of weight to Gamergate.
That's a good point. Gamergate is actually a special ant cast, a female ant that could potentially become a queen.
What?
Wikipedia.com/Gamergate.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think the game in there is from Gamete. Gamete?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it's pronounced Gamergate.
Huh.
But whatever it is.
Well,
ants are awesome. Play SimAnt.
Yes, SimAnt.
SimAnt.
I used to love SimAnt.
Changed my life.
Even though Maxis doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
In honor of the fallen Maxis, play SimAnt because SimAnt is great.
Not for the Super Nintendo though. That version is not good.
No, PC version only.
PC or Mac.
And I feel that, and though it's not related whatsoever to my show or my channel or anything, I feel that in honor of a fallen presenter from the BBC, I should end things by saying, and on that bombshell. We'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.